global countries, especially some developed countries. The fifth public welfare revolution is underway. This also allows some developing. The country was given a short-term development opportunity. But opportunities and challenges often coexist. The fifth industrial revolution, it will also inevitably lead to the technological divide between some countries and developed countries. It's getting bigger. However, for China, indeed, the opportunities outweigh the challenges. China's industrialization started relatively late, but after only 20 years of hard work, the third industrial revolution was realized. It has achieved a level comparable to that of developed countries, become the country with the most complete industrial categories that contributed to the rise of China and grow into the world's second largest economy. So China takes the tough guy road. To achieve so much, what happened behind it? Why has China's industrialization advanced? It has never been replicated by other countries. This video will take you to understand. In 1949, when New China was just established, it's just a big agricultural country. The industrial base is rather weak. In this case, the leadership community agreed that light and heavy industry should be developed immediately. Only in this way can we ensure the sustainable development of the country. Therefore, the first 5-year plan was implemented in 1953. This indicates that China is beginning to enter a large scale, the industrial era. In general, it is based on the Soviet industrial model. Start developing industry with the state as the main body. Implement advanced heavy industry strategies for catching up with developed industrialized countries, hopefully, in some key areas, capable of rapidly closing the gap with the world. In this context, China began history, the largest industrialization process, based on agriculture, industry-led approach. At the same time, for the first time, Second Industrial Revolution. The industrialization of the country directly drove the memory of the whole country. Development completed the original accumulation of industrialization. Make China became the world at that time except for the United States, outside the Soviet Union. Third, established a complete industrial system and big countries with economic systems. This is the Chinese horn. Industrialization and economic growth lay a solid foundation. After entering the reform and opening up, China embarks on a sober industrialization strategy. This is mainly for the formation of state-owned enterprises, a new pattern supplemented by other mixed qualities. This will inject impetus into the third billion-dollar revolution. From the data point of view, the proportion of state-owned industry in total industrial output value from 77.6% in 1978 to 56.2% in 1991 highlights industry accounts for 20.4% of total industrial output, raised to 33%. Share of all other value industries in total industrial output increased from 0 to 18%. In addition to that, agricultural township enterprises are also gradually enriched. Accelerated industrialization factors start spreading to rural areas. This has effectively helped farmers. The further development of village industrialization, according to public reports, increase in township enterprises as a proportion of total GDP from 5.8% in 1978 to 16.8% in 1992, driving an increase in the number of kissing people in rural areas. Of course, the introduction of foreign-funded enterprises, importing foreign advanced technologies and other measures. It also unfolds during this time, and this allowed China to develop its planned path, start picking up speed. The influx of funds and new technologies has served as this has opened up opportunities for Chinese industry. Entering 2,000 years later, China began to bring its first, second industrial revolution, integrated development, with the third industrial revolution, directly adopt the world, the most advanced information technology. Not only has it succeeded in becoming the largest industry in the world, and manufacturing, country size also accounts for the proportion of added value in the world. From 8.2% in 2000 to 20.6% in 2011, it has firmly ranked first in the world, and it is also the largest information country in the world. Mobile phone users in China, it surpassed the United States in 2001, surpassed the European Union in 2008. Year 2011, China has the largest number of mobile phone users in the world, 1/6 of the total. In addition, in 2011, China surpassed the United States in internet broadband users, 26.2% of the world's total, and it's increasing by now. Certainly, in addition to the continuous progress of industrial scarcity, after China joined the WTO, surpassed Japan successively, America and Germany, to become the world's largest exporter of goods. From the available data, China's exports of goods account for the world's largest currency, from 5% in 2000 to 10.3% in 2011. China's high-tech exports, it surpassed the United States in 2004, 3.14 times that of the United States. Such a rapid development greatly promoted the Third Industrial Revolution. It also greatly promoted China's integration into the world economy to become the most globally competitive emerging economy. Now the Fourth Industrial Revolution is upon us. Digital networking, intelligence has become the theme of the times. China driven by unification, integration of two, the way of San Huasi trip, to the forefront of the world. Now fourth, the challenges and opportunities of sub-industrialization have come again. China has clearly made plans for this. The most critical modernization of the Fourth Industrial Revolution. Prime is a number. China is currently in the digital economy. Full upgrade acceleration from China Academy of Information and Communications Technology and Zhongshan. The report given by the Industrial Research Institute can be found out. China's digital economy from 4.81 trillion in 2008 increased to $31.30 trillion in 2018. The second place in the Uju world. The average annual growth rate has exceeded 20%, much higher than the average annual growth rate of nominal GDP. High growth elasticity. The share of GDP increased from 15.2% up to 34.8%, an increase of 19.6 percentage points, become an emerging driving force for China's current economic development. Of course, China is not only a large-scale digital economy, the development rate is relatively fast. More in digital technology innovation, digital market innovation, leading the world in digital application innovation. According to the National Bureau of Statistics on 3 innovations, new realm situation, change the data. 3 innovations have added value since 2015. 10.15 trillion, increased 14.5 for trillion to 2018. The average annual growth rate is 12.7%. And not only that, it creates realm value, 16.1% of China's GDP. It has also become an important part of China's development. Pillar force. From the perspective of the world's industrialization process, China was the first time, the marginalized of the Second Industrial Revolution, until the founding of New China, just began to gradually embark on the road of more and more industrialization, become a developing country. The first one is independent, a relatively complete industrial system, then through his unremitting efforts, after the reform and opening up, constantly adjust the direction of progress, finally catching up with the Third Industrial Revolution. He was a latecomer, chasers until the turn of the century. China has successfully completed the Third Industrial Revolution. For the first time, the world's largest industrial country, the identity of a country of manufacturing and technological innovation, enter the center of the world stage, standing at the forefront of world development, and lead the world through innovation. Start the Fourth Industrial Revolution, providing Chinese technology to the world. China speed and made in China. It can be seen that every great achievement that China has replaced, it's not easy. And this path, it is also regarded by the world as a miracle road. Decades, from an agricultural country to an industrial powerhouse. But why has it been so many years? But no country has replicated it. This is mainly due to China's own. Many unique advantages are relevant. First, is the geographical conditions and land area of China extremely advantageous. To know that China is the geographical condition of the world, one of the best countries, north to south, China straddles the Alpine and Near Belt regions. Things have crossed from the Himalayas to the East China Sea, spanning to time zones. Land area ranks 3rd in the world, among the top 4 largest countries in the world, Russia and Canada, mostly because it is at high latitudes, so there's no way to exploit it completely. The population is also extremely sparse. It is almost in a state of negative population growth. But China has alpine plains, all geographical features such as basins and hills, and most of them are located around the temperate zone, very conducive to population growth and light leaf development. In addition, China has a vast source of blessing. It's a long career of strategic depth to develop heavy industry. The military industry has provided convenience, and these conditions, many countries cannot achieve it. The reason why Britain declined, it has a big reason with the land area. After all, there is no vast territory to support it. There was no original incentive to develop industry at all. The second is history, culture and population. China has For ancient civilizations with thousands of years of history and culture, the root vein has never been interrupted, has been inherited until now. A civilization that has lasted so long, it is bound to have strong vitality and attractiveness. And in Chinese culture, it contains a rich fighting spirit, hardship spirit, struggle spirit, etc. It is thanks to these spiritual foods. The Chinese have always worked hard. There will be a harvest. Therefore, on the road to China's industrial development, after going through many difficulties and setbacks, but they were all overcome by China one by one. It's one of those things. It can be said that China's history and culture have come into play quite a big role. In addition, China currently has a population close to 1.40 billion. Belonging to the world's first population has always been considered a valuable resource. The development of population means that the labor force increase in governance resources. And here's the thing, China even has a very large population, but it still maintains a good demographics and the quality of the population, and we have access to some of the best education in the world to provide an effective way for China's industrialization support without such a large educated population. So want in such a short time complete the 4 sets of industrial revolutions, it's even more impossible to do. Take India for example. It is also one of the 4 ancient civilizations. It also has a very large population, but it is because there is no good historical heritage and the educated population. The road to industrialization in India has been. It's in its infancy. Even important industrial fields, such as national defense, they're not fully autonomous. The third is technology education and market size. China attaches great importance to science and technology education. Today's world, advanced quantum science. It is the most dazzling place in China at present. Whether it is a quantum satellite or the birth of quantum computers, China's technology is undoubtedly at the forefront of the world. In addition to that, high-speed rail technology, G-20 fighter, Long March rocket, and the technology of the space station is outstanding. And behind these technological developments, it's China. Investment in science and technology education is increasing. The success of these technologies turned into helping China, the driving force behind the industrialization process, and there is a virtuous circle, accelerated the development of the country. In addition, China is now. It also houses the world's largest consumer market and production markets. This allows China to enough to form a market cycle by itself. Manufactured goods, it can be put into use in the large market first. Feedback information can respond quickly. Timely adjustment of industrial processes, enabling Chinese industry to create better risks. Develop these 2 points. At present, many countries cannot achieve this because this is a closed and complete system. Without a huge market, there is no good craftsmanship. There is no good craftsmanship. You lose the ability to innovate. This is particularly evident in Suzhou and other countries. It can be seen from the above 3 aspects. China's industrialization. The reason why we have achieved such great success. It is both a historical accident. It is also the inevitability of history. All the advantages come together at this time. Coupled with China's long history and cultural heritage, China's planned road has become another one. A miracle road that no other country can copy.